because this might be the inner chronicle of what we are, and we have to articulate ourselves, otherwise we would be cows in a field.
It's time for the 6th annual Blobscars, celebrating the movies.
Sorry,
did I say it right?
No, I'm just surprised it's 6.
6.
Incredible.
Yeah, we've been doing this since 2021. We're celebrating, in this case, it's the 2026 Blobscars, celebrating the movies of 2025.
Correct.
And these have been going since 2021.
Got
so
it.
6
Got
of
all
them.
the stats.
We only broadcast the last couple. This year, we're doing something different, folks. We've got 10 categories, I believe, but they are not the usual categories. In fact, they're all weird categories, and I'll explain the rules and also why I chose these particular categories.
Okay.
The rules of the Blobscars are each movie can only win once. So in the whole night, if you win in one category, you can't win in any other categories.
You cannot give Timothée Chalamet Best Protagonist for Marty Supreme and give Marty Supreme Best Picture. You have to spread the wealth.
That's right. You already gave away one of our secret categories, but that's fine. Kind of jumping the gun there a little bit. So
I didn't think Protagonist was a super secret
it's
category.
A secret category.
Okay. All right.
The categories are: first category of the night will be Best Supporting Character. And as Laura already mentioned, 2 of the other categories will be Best Protagonist and Best Antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
So notice what we're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
We're not giving awards to the actor. The actor gets the award derivatively. We're giving the award first and foremost to the character.
Okay.
The character is created in part by the actor,
but
also created by the writer and the director and lots of other aspects, the makeup and everything, but we're giving it to the character.
Interesting. I don't know that I was thinking about it in those terms, but thank you.
It's not the actor. The actor can share in the glory.
Or the paintbrush.
And maybe that's part of why you give it to the character but you're giving it to the character. So if you found the character really interesting, whether or not this is a good quote unquote performance or a brave performance, we're not really in a position to evaluate that. We're not actors.
Yeah, we don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
We know nothing.
But we can evaluate aesthetically a character. Do we think this character is interesting, exciting, maybe particularly inspirational, whatever. Those are the factors that go into deciding whether it's a good character. And we're in a position to be able to render some judgments on that. So that's why I thought we'd do that instead of acting. So there's no acting awards in the Blobscars this year or from any other year henceforth. This is the new Blobscar rules.
Okay. Or at least for this year. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
It's really fun. Okay. So then we have a category that we've done before, which is Hidden Gem. I like that category. A little bit of an underseen movie that we want to celebrate.
That's going to be
That's going to be on there. Movie most likely to grow on me is a new category we're putting in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a looking forward. So you got your favorite movie this year, which will go to Best Picture. But then there's a movie where you're like, I think, even though I didn't like it that much, I think I'm going to like it more the second or the third viewing in a few years.
That often happens. I feel like the things, looking back though, I do stick with, I think, a lot of the things that I've picked for our Blobscars, at least for Best Picture. But sometimes
you get it wrong.
Captures you.
That's
and
the
then
thing.
A year goes by and it's like it's disappeared for you, or it just no longer has the same impact.
It doesn't. And here's the thing. There are some times when you, as we're going to do this time, we're going to look back at our picks, so the kind of relevantly similar picks from last year, and sort of and have an immediate 1 year out. What do we feel? But just to give you an example, like I gave Best Supporting Actor in 2021 to Lakeith Stanfield in Judas and the Black Messiah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a movie I've seen since? Is that a movie I'm planning to see ever again? I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's just an example. I'm just looking at, another one I have is...
Now you're going to give it to Lakeith Stanfield for Hot Motorcycle Mirage.
Okay, maybe. maybe. Okay, so we're still going through the categories. We've got best music. Now, again, this is different from best score. Music can include the soundtrack, and if you liked a particular mix of songs or needle drops and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
then
Almost
that's
all of mine, I think, are a mix, really, of like
Yeah.
the soundtrack and score.
So then we have two really fun ones. We've done one of them in the past, which is best scene. Again, I like that. That was kind of the inspiration. I started thinking, like, what if we did everything kind of like best scene, which again is not, like character rather than actor. But we're going to add to that best line/speech. Again, should be fun. Sometimes a good line doesn't make a great written movie. But it's an amazing line, and that line should be shouted out. And then also, so when you think about writing, there's kind of the speech, the dialogue component, but then there's also the plot story component. So we've separated those out. We've got best line speech, and then we've also got a new category, best story. So these are sort of taking the place of best writing. And then the last category is best picture. So very simple, like our favorite movie of the year, very easy. And in each case, we're going to go through and do our noms first. We'll go back and forth, do our noms, talk a little bit about them, and then throw down the best, our picks. And we'll see. We may have some overlap. We may disagree. It should be fun. Laura, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, so the first category we're going to do today is best supporting character.
Okay.
Laura, give us your best one of your nominees for best supporting character.
Okay, and I'll just say I had a little there. I found, and I think this is fun, like some slippage between protagonist, antagonist, and supporting character. Oftentimes, an antagonist is like what you'd consider a supporting actor nomination. So, my people that ended up for the most part in best supporting character are folks that maybe had fairly small parts of the story. They were not the protagonist or antagonist, but when they came on screen, I was like leaning forward.
Okay, so give us one.
Stephen Yeun as Timo in Mickey 17.
Hey, what did I say about the close-up? Close-up is more important, okay? So take the 32K camera and put it over here for Mr. Darius Blink. You understand?
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I don't have him at all, but he's fun. He's a fun part of that movie.
He's like, every time he's on screen, I'm like, I need more of him. He's so funny. Stephen Yeun, I think, is really talented comedically. I want more of him.
Yeah. What is the line he says with the 32K camera?
Like, just put the 32 camera right here. Like,
that's my favorite line. Actually, I should have put that. I should have put that in my favorite lines. I didn't. Man,
I mean, the movie opens right with Mickey down in a hole, and Stephen Yeun is just like, "You're not rat mad, right? It's cool. You're just gonna die anyway. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, man." Like he's such a jerk. It's all everything is like he's put everything into motion, and he's such a jackass, and he's so funny.
It's a great pick. My first nominee is a character from a movie you have not seen.
Okay.
But from the movie Train Dreams, it's Arn Peoples.
Those old names have power. Ones that have them are blessed.
You got family somewhere?
My family is everywhere there's a smiling face. Never been somewhere I didn't have some family there. Except for Kansas. That state is a collection of savage lunatics. It's good having you around. Not too many folks I cross paths with more than once in this life. I see it as a blessing when they're brought back around.
Played by William H. Macy.
Oh, I've heard much about this performance.
He's fun. So he plays basically the old guard member of the logging crew that Joel Edgington is a part of. And basically he gets this little sequence early in the movie where he's just basically like, you just have all these shots of him explaining the old times to everyone. He's just sort of sitting there on a log explaining the old times while everyone else is working, like sawing and stuff. And he's like, well, back in the old days, I did this and that. And then you're like, what does this guy do? He just like wanders around hanging out with these log people. But then you realize like the next scene, he basically shows what he does, and he's the demolitions expert. So he does the dynamite bit.
Okay.
And all the other guys are like, whoa, this guy's crazy because he can put all the dynamite in and he's telling him how to blow it up and everything. Anyway, he's great. It's a super fun Macy performance. I was super happy to see him. And he feels like it's a really lived in character. It's a lovely performance. So that's one of my nominees. Laura, what's your next nominee?
Kevin O'Leary as Milton Rockwell and Marty Supreme.
Martin Supreme.
Who's Martin?
Well, I called him Martin Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
Martin Supreme. Yeah, I have him, but not in a different category.
Oh, is he an antagonist for you? This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think the thing about Marty Supreme is there's no antagonist except maybe Marty himself. He's like the protagonist and his antagonist because he can't get out of his own goddamn way.
Yeah.
And Milton Rockwell's just like one of his obstacles, sort of. So that's why. But I think he's so natural. We all, he's the Shark Tank guy. He got hired basically, I guess, because the writer, Marty Supreme, watches Shark Tank and was like, this guy could play a real asshole and we need a real asshole.
Turns out he's good at it.
Turns out he is probably just a real asshole. I think he's really electric in this movie.
What's your favorite one of his lines? Do you have a favorite?
I mean, I'm a vampire is pretty good.
You know what my favorite is when the Marty's trying to get Kletsky to tell his Holocaust story.
Yeah, let's put a pin in that, please.
And Kletsky says, "Do you want to hear this?" And he says, "Not really."
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
We may come back to that Holocaust story in a second. So that's my second nomination.
Okay, that's a great pick.
Excuse me. Do I know you?
I don't think so.
And you want to buy dinner for my entire table tonight?
Yeah, is that okay?
Why?
What do you mean, why? Do I need a reason?
Well, let me rephrase that. What do you want?
No, I don't want anything. It's just my small way of saying thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank me for what specifically?
For all your products. I mean, where would we be without pens?
You know, I have many talents, but the one I'm most proud of is the ability to smell bullshit
No,
from a mile away.
I'm being completely sincere.
My next nom for Best Supporting Character his name is Jeff from Magic Farm.
His name is Jeff.
The guy played by Alex Wolff.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you did that.
Yeah.
He's so wonderful
funny,
in this.
right?
More Alex Wolff, please.
Yeah. So that's a movie that I think has been a little underseen. I mean, it was on Mubi. I had a great time watching it.
So fun.
It's about this YouTube documentary crew who go to Argentina chasing a story about, I guess, some music group that's gotten sort of famous or popular on Instagram.
They dress up as rabbits, I think, or something, but they go to the wrong
the wrong place. And so then they try to find a story they try to basically manufacture a story.
Yes. They tell a story about they make up that people are dancing with bows on their heads.
Yeah.
But there's actually real stories around them that are very obvious.
There's a pollution thing happening because of some corporation. These
I
guys
thought
totally
of them, I guess they are
oblivious to all of
YouTube.
it.
Maybe I thought of them as Vice reporters.
Yeah, they're trying to
that's their vibe.
But they think of themselves, they're really high-minded in how they think of themselves, but they're
Yes.
doing the stustest nonsense. And Alex Wolff is at the center he's this stoner producer of this show. And I think what I like about him is that he's super pathetic, but he's also kind of likable.
Yeah.
And anyway,
he cries a lot.
Cries a lot. He falls in love with one of the locals and claims he's gonna stay. It's just ridiculous.
He takes a picture of himself crying and sends it to a girl.
Yeah.
It's
like an embarrassing character, but it's hilarious.
He's really good at being embarrassing.
He's really
I
good.
thought he was great. That's a lovely pick.
All right, what's your third?
Austin Abrams in the role of James in Weapons.
But so how's this gonna work though? How do I get the money? No, I'm not. I'm completely serious. I mean, I can show you. I'll show you. But I really don't want to come in. So could someone come meet me somewhere with the cash? Because I really don't like police stations. You know, this kind of freak me out. I'm phobic.
James is a person experiencing homelessness in the town where the story of Weapons is happening. He becomes an integral part of the plot because he eventually figures out where the children are. He kind of on accident
stumbles upon them.
Upon the solution to the mystery. But the middle section of this movie is kind of him just trying to get by. Okay, so he ends up in a kind of a cat and mouse game with Ehrenreich.
Ehrenreich.
I don't know how to say his name, but
very German.
Alden. Love him. But like, there's a lot of needles. There's needles that end up like stabbed in somebody's face, hypodermic needles from drugs. At some point, James is trying to like pawn a kid's iPad that he stole from a car, and like nobody wants his kid's iPad. He's like the heart and the soul of that movie for me. I found myself kind of uninterested eventually in
like everything else.
In everything else. Like somehow it wasn't working for me. But when we were just trying to get through the day with this guy, I was in.
That's a great pick. He's super funny.
Yeah.
I hope to see more of him in other stuff. By that, I mean the character, not the actor.
Yeah.
my third nomination is, I think, the easiest one, but I'm not awarding it to him, which is Sensei Sergio San Carlos, which is Benicio del Toro's character in One Battle
You
After
got his full
Another.
name? Say his full name again.
Sensei Sergio San Carlos.
Let's do that at my place. We gotta go.
Your place?
Yeah.
You got a gun at your place?
I'll get you a gun.
You have a gun,
Okay?
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, it's a goddamn roundup. I gotta deal with this shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's take that to go.
Let's go to your place. Let's go to your place. I'll charge my phone. You got a gun there?
What? Get off the tatami. Okay? Listen. Breathe.
All right.
Okay? Cool out. Ocean waves. Ocean waves. Let's go. Let's go. I'll follow you. Come on.
Love that.
I think it's just
Sergio San Carlos.
San Carlos. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the best. I mean, he's my second favorite part of this movie, but still, I love this movie, and everyone needs a sensei in their life.
Yeah. I don't think you can give One Battle. You can't throw away Best Supporting for One Battle After Another. I have a feeling you're holding it for other things.
We'll see.
What
do you got?
Mariam Afshari as Shiva, and it was just an accident.
Okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I
The
thought
photographer.
About her. Oh, the photographer. Is that the okay?
I
I
believe
wasn't
that's
sure
the
if you were
photographer.
going to nominate the photographer
Or the bride.
The bride lady.
They're
yeah.
both wonderful, but
Yeah.
but the photographer
She's
makes
the
it
more-
all the way to the end of the
Yeah.
finale of the story, and she's so fiery and magnetic. And yep, that's my penultimate pick before my final.
It's a good pick. My penultimate pick is Pam, which is Sissy Spacek's character from Die My Love.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
I like this character a lot. I thought it was like, I think
Yeah.
both the Spacek of it all, like she shows up and you're in good hands. She's very
Mhm.
steady, but then also like the character's just in this really tough spot. She's mother to a son who's married this woman who's a little bit out of control, and she's trying her best to help her, and they've recently moved sort of back in near the parents.
Yeah.
And she's just doing her best, but like her
And
daughter-in-law
she's
is
lost.
kind of
Yeah.
anyway.
She's unhinged. Yeah. And she's experiencing loss of her husband, and she
yeah.
doesn't know what to do with herself because she's always been one half of a whole. And she can't stop ironing his shirts and cooking for two. And he himself, was experiencing Alzheimer's at the end. And so like she's sort of always surrounded by these people that are really struggling and not necessarily like present with her mentally.
Yeah. She has to be the rock for
Yeah.
everyone, and she sort of bears that.
Yeah.
Quite stoically, but also admirably. I have a feeling our winner is the same. Go for it. Start saying it.
Teyana Taylor,
No,
One Battle After
really?
Another.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta give it to my girl. I love Teyana
She's great.
Taylor. She's like, again, I've said this in our One Battle episode, but like when she leaves the film, I feel like the temperature drops in that movie. Like I am immediately, I liked One Battle After Another. I liked it even better the second time than I watched it the first time. And the more I think about it, the more I like it. But I felt like her energy and her presence and her power in that film were so electric that when she left, I found myself
You got
bummed
bored.
out.
You got bummed out.
I was bummed out.
You got a little taken out of the movie. You
I
wanted her to be
was.
back in.
Yeah. I
She comes back at the end.
I know. I think she's amazing.
That's a great pick. I mean, I have a lot of One Battle noms, so
Of
I just
course.
couldn't do it.
You had to spread them out. All right. What did you land on?
I thought you might have picked this too.
Tell me.
Bjorn Lund,
Oh, I almost
Michael
did.
Cera in The Phoenician Scheme.
That rucksack, which you're responsible for, contains all the liquid currency to my name at this moment. Keep it on your person at all times and don't lose it.
I'll do my best. Great Scott! Look at this one. Isn't it remarkable how he's able to hang on at this airspeed?
How does he hang on this airspeed?
Should we do a lesson now, or should I talk to you? I expect you know about tarsal segments, the tiny hairs with claw-like structures that grip microscopic irregularities on an apparently smooth surface. But the dragonfly is also furnished with little pads.
Hold that thought.
Called porphyry.
I loved Phoenician Scheme, and it was great to see Michael Cera in a Wes Anderson movie. I don't know.
I know why did it take so long? I had a memory of him being in
You feel like he's
previous
been in them.
films. I was like, no, he's definitely been in a Wes Anderson movie before because it makes so much sense. But
anyway, he plays this tutor for Benicio del Toro's evil sons. He's got 9 evil sons. But then sort of ends up becoming the administrative assistant, and there's some subterfuge, and it's
he's
so
he's
good.
a bug expert, right?
Yes,
he's always
an
like
entomologist who's
tutoring. Yeah,
tutoring,
so he's always like holding a grasshopper or something in every scene.
when his character is revealed, it's so funny. He says, "I'm not actually a bohemian. I'm a moderate conservative." It's just so good. He's so good with the Wes Anderson dialogue.
I think I enjoy Venetian Scheme too. There were a couple of actors who showed up where I was like, "Ooh, I can see your brain working ahead of the mouth coming, like the words coming out of your mouth a little bit." Like some people, it was not as natural for them to jump into that rapid fire dialogue. But
all right, so you're giving to Tiana Taylor for one battle, best
Taylor.
supporting character. I'm giving it to Bjorn Lund of the Phoenician Scheme, Michael Cera for best supporting character. Last year, my picks, and we gave out 2 best supporting actor noms. I gave it to Jose Coronado for Close Your Eyes and Nicolas Cage for Long Legs.
Fun.
You gave it to
who did I give it to?
Shia LaBeouf for Megalopolis and Aaron Taylor Johnson for Nosferatu. So I don't know. Do you stand by these?
I stand by those.
I kind of do. I stand by mine too so far. I think it's gonna.
I should also say we said Tiana Taylor, but we're giving it to the character of Perfidia.
Perfidia. That's
Perfidia.
Right. That's right. Okay. The next category is movie most likely to grow on me.
Okay.
All right. Now
I only have 2 nominations.
Okay, you have 2, so I'll
2
start.
total.
I'll start, and the first for me is I'm only going to give 3.
Okay.
I'm only going to give 3. The first for me is Sirat.
Es mi hija. Hace 5 meses que no sabemos nada de ella.
Hay otra fiesta en el desierto. A lo mejor estará por ahí.
¿Vosotros vais a ir?
I liked Sirat a lot the first time.
I liked it, but I was like, I don't know.
Were you
if
shocked
I
by it?
Like it this
yeah.
much. And then by the end, I was like, actually, I think I do like this a little bit more. But it was only after sitting with it for a while that I thought I would watch that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know what I was getting into with Sirat.
Yeah. No, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
I just knew it was about a
we
guy.
were going in cold.
A guy and his son looking for his daughter.
Mhm.
And they like go to these like music festivals, these like Burning Man style music festivals in the Moroccan desert. That's all I knew. And it's really it's that, but a lot more.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, they're like the plot twists and turns are I was not ready for them, but also just like a lovely portrait of a community.
Yeah.
And a family, really.
Well,
okay.
what was your nom?
Mine is a movie that has already grown on me because now I've seen it twice. F1 the movie.
F1 the
Some people look at Sonny Hayes. They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was. But I see possibility.
And if you don't love me now, we'll never...
Our child's favorite film. He loves it. And I was sort of, we ended up watching this because I tried to show him E.T. and it was so sad that he ended up like scream crying, being like, I'll never forgive you. And I needed a win and I needed a movie that had no death and all wins. And F1 it was.
F1 the movie.
And I remember like the first time watching it being like, okay, like it's Top Gun Maverick, but with cars. That was fun. And I was enjoying it even more the second
And then
time.
when Ed Sheeran comes on, you were rocking.
I don't want to talk about the Ed Sheeran song.
Your hair
but
was flipping and flopping. It's a fun movie.
I was appreciating how it was teaching you to understand the races, and it's smooth and it's really fun. It's edited like a music video. So yeah, I was enjoying quite a few performances in that film. I don't know like how if Brad Pitt is one of those. He's fine, but yeah, F1. It's already growing on me, and I bet I'm gonna have to watch it again because it's our kid's favorite movie. So
sounds like it.
It's growing.
My second nom, I have a win coming up here, but I have a second nom before that is Begonia.
Yeah.
Was that your win?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
No.
Yeah, all right. Good.
I think I just liked Begonia, so I don't. I mean, it could even grow more.
I sort of liked Begonia, but
Yeah.
I think I kind of feeling like it'll grow on me. It was one where I was like, when I was watching it, I didn't want to. I was like, I don't ever want to watch this again. This is tedious. And then at the end, I was like, all right, I think I would watch that again, and I could see this growing on me. So,
yeah. I think without the ending, that movie would have been a bit of a bummer.
Oh my God, totally.
Just like a tedious exercise. But I think the ending pulled it out.
It's a good ending. It's a fun ending. Okay, Begonia. So you're a winner.
Eddington.
Yeah, same.
Me a home where the buffalo roam,
Is that praying?
where the deer and the antelope play,
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
where seldom
At the cost of being at war with your neighbors?
the discouraging word,
That's why I'm running for mayor.
and the skies are not
Mayor of Eddington.
all day.
Thank you super duper very much.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Tough. It was funny because our kiddo was looking over my picks with me, and he's like, "What's Eddington about?" And I was like, which is always his question, and sometimes it's easy to answer. And I was like, a small town struggling with division, COVID, racism, trauma, technology. Ethan's like, what?
He's like, that sounds like the real world.
Yeah, he's like, that sounds weird. And I'm like, it is weird. Like, I think there's a lot of meat on the bone for that movie. I did not like Beau is Afraid kind of at all. I found that movie really unpleasant, even though there were sort of beautiful passages in it. This movie, I enjoyed scene to scene, but I just felt like I wasn't getting my arms wrapped around it. I think it needs more
a second viewing. And
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see if it does grow on me, but I will watch it again, which I think is
exactly. Yes. Like
that's an honor. We're bestowing that honor on.
Yes, like I want to watch Eddington
I want to watch it again
because I
even though I
want
didn't
to
like it that
kind of get it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Ari Aster has a lot to say.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a movie that will age well because with distance it'll be easier to take, I think.
Yes, that is true. I think we're still a little raw.
Yeah, it's just it's also like
and he's a little raw. Like I think he's
the rawness,
also,
but also like when
his anger is coming through so much in that movie.
Yeah, but it's also like when somebody just sort of shows you how things are, you're just kind of like, yeah.
I know. I'm
shitty
living
right now.
it.
I don't need to be reminded of, you know what I
Thanks
mean?
for making a movie of my shitty life.
But like also, yeah, I think in 20 years it'll be maybe a little bit more of a time capsule, and then we can look back and be like, yeah, it was rough times. Hopefully there is 20 years from now. But,
it is interesting to watch a lot of these directors from this sort of like crew try to grapple, particularly like with that COVID moment in 2020 and like how we all kind of broke. And this one, it wasn't like I didn't think it was a particularly fun watch the first time through. Although probably watching it the second time, it'll be funnier.
Yeah, I think
because there was comedy in it. It was just that I was finding it a little hard to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Eddington gets movie most likely to grow on me.
Okay. So far we've agreed. We've agreed
once.
Not agreed. We've agreed on many things, but we both picked the same movie for this category.
That leads us to the next category, which is Hidden Gem.
Okay.
Okay. So Hidden Gem, I have 3 noms and 1 win. How many? What are you looking at here?
3 noms, 1 win.
Okay. So why don't you give us your first nom for Hidden Gem? I wonder how many of these we'll agree on.
Okay. I also wonder, like, what is a hidden gem? Because I don't know what other people know about or don't. Together.
What's going on?
I don't know. Since the move, Tim and I haven't been on the same page.
Please, do you love each other?
Maybe we're just complacent.
Well, you know, complacency can sometimes simply be harmony.
Continues to be a movie that I think about. I know I heard a criticism of it that it is very on the nose and very explicit about its it's a very literal movie. I think it's fun. I enjoy Alison Brie and Dave Franco as a creative partnership. I mean, at one point they have sex in a bathroom stall in a grade school and then get stuck together and have to rip their body parts apart.
That's fun.
It's wild, and I enjoyed it.
So they're making movies right now about people who are a little bit younger than them, like people kind of in, like long term, but like not, they don't have kids yet, kind of relationships. And it'd be interesting to see like when they have kids and start making movies about having kids, right? Because inevitably it's going to happen.
Yeah,
like
when they get into like the Judd Apatow phase.
Yeah, exactly. I think they're going to have fun in that period. And right now they're kind of in the like little bit younger period, and which is still fun. Like it's not the experience of those characters is one that I find very foreign, and that they're like struggling to figure out if they can be together while also maintaining whatever.
Yeah,
like,
they haven't like given
creative.
up already and just like settled super hard like
exactly.
we have.
Yeah.
And like we can't even imagine life without each other because we're happy, but just because it is what it is.
Well, the funny thing is that like they have not become as codependent as us, even though that entire movie is about being so codependent that like you can't pull away.
And
from
we're
your
like,
partner.
listen, you don't even know.
Yeah. The part where you rip apart? No.
No. It's called having kids.
It's the end of that movie. All right, it's a good first choice. My first hidden gem is Magic Farm. Already talked about it. They go to Argentina and
Magic Farm is my win.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you want to speak on Magic Farm?
I mean, I think you gave a lovely description of it earlier. The music was really fun. It's directed by this young woman who was born in Argentina, I believe.
Amalia Ullman.
Thank you, Amalia Ullman. She's in it as well. I think it's like a really nice blend of like some new faces that we haven't seen and like some like wonderful. I mean, like love to see Chloe Sevigny in anything at all. Yeah, I think it's really
Simon
fun.
Rex, your band.
I love Simon Rex.
I think you've given him some awards.
I certainly have. Yeah, my only complaint about Magic Farm is that Simon Rex clearly was there for one day of shooting and then did the rest on Zoom, and I want more Simon Rex.
Yeah,
like him trying to like talk to the guy, being like,
"Do you have tequila and or Xanax?" Escucha.
¿Tienes tequila o Xanax?
Tequila. Oh, sí? No. Oh, no. Familiar.
No. Yeah, that's a great choice. Magic Farm is streaming on Movies. People should check it out. It's a fun movie. So my second nom. Wait, why don't you give it your nom then? Your first nom.
I already did Together. Another nom would be Splitsville.
Okay, I have Splitsville as a nom too. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
I don't want to get a divorce.
No one does.
She does.
Divorce isn't that big a deal.
I read a book.
It was an article.
Whatever. We're open. You guys fucking with me right now?
We are not monogamous.
No regresaré ya nunca.
By the way, Julie and I had sex last night. Together.
Michelangelo Covino, director, and he's in it, and he wrote it with his friend Kyle Marvin, who's also in it. And
they have wonderful chemistry. They're so funny.
Those two guys are super funny, and it's about two friends who try to have open relationships and all of the turmoil and humor that leads to. It's fun. It's way more fun than I expected.
Yes, I had low expectations.
What's her name? It's got
Dakota
Johnson.
This is the first time
Adria Arjona or whatever her name is.
Yes.
Anyway, so they're like the two women are like way more famous as far as I can tell than the guys. But
yes.
the guys are super funny, and they're a fun pair next to them.
Mm-hmm. I found Dakota Johnson really charming in this. This is like the first time where I was like, oh, I really get the Dakota Johnson thing.
Yeah, it's so funny. She's good.
It's not that
She's so like natural.
Yeah. I think I never really like hooked into her as an actress, and this time around I was like, oh, she is adorable and captivating and natural. Yeah. There's a scene in which like there's a recurring bit where the kid is always getting in trouble, and all of the grown-ups just rally behind him to like start fighting with whatever grown-up is trying to hold that kid to account. And there's a really funny scene in the principal's office where all three of them are like together with all of their tensions coming together to be really immature about dealing with how their kid is acting out because they're complete children.
It's great. Splitsville, super fun. And it has a lot of like sort of absurd male nudity. So if that's fun for you should check it out.
Yeah, a lot of penises.
My other nom, so my first nom is Magic Farm, my second was Splitsville, my other nom is The History of Sound, directed by Oliver Hermanus. One you did not see.
I didn't see that one.
This will come back later, and I'll probably talk more on it later, so maybe I'll leave that be.
My last nomination was Sorry Baby.
Great, yeah.
I liked Sorry Baby.
Oh my God! I made it!
Do you miss me, even though you're married? So grown up. It's so grown up. School was like, grad school was, I like it here, though. Are you sure?
What are you up to this fine evening?
I was wondering, do you have, like, stuff that makes a fire?
Why do you need it?
My friends and I were gonna make, like, hot dogs.
Hot dog sounds good.
I'm sorry, we only bought 2 hot dogs.
It's about a woman who is
Eva Victor.
Eva Victor, directed by Eva Victor, written by Eva Victor, and she stars in it. She's a survivor of sexual assault, and that's sort of just like I think the primary, like that's the first layer of the plot. Really, I think it's about like feeling isolated, missing your best friend, a grieving process of when your friend kind of moves on and is in a different part of her life. Her friend marries and then has a baby, and she's kind of still in the same town where they did their PhDs, teaching in the, sitting in the office in which her previous professor, who was the one who assaulted her, used to be in. And she's really just sort of like sitting in her previous circumstances. But I found Eva Victor to be really natural. I don't think it's like a perfect film, but I thought it was a really lovely debut, and I want to see what else she does.
I think it's great. I'm gonna talk on it in some other spots, but I think it's really it's a movie that has stuck with me, and it's really funny. Like it's super funny despite the dark subject matter, and it doesn't shy away from the dark subject matter. It confronts it, but at the same time, the character, like Eva's character of Agnes, is sort of playing this role of like, I mean, she's reflecting, I think, Eva Victor's own bemused look at the world, like but it's like she's simultaneously like disgusted by the world and sort of bewildered by it, and she's constantly being put in this circumstance of having to deal with people who don't know how to interact with other human beings, and it's just, I don't know, it's like, I think it's like it's a very millennial movie, and it has that feeling of like, so the title is Sorry Baby, because you're apologizing to your child effectively for like bringing them into this world,
this world sucks.
Which sucks.
Like, welcome. Sorry. Yeah.
But bad things are going. She says at one point, "I'm sorry that bad things are going to happen to you. I hope they don't."
Yeah.
Like, to the baby.
Yep.
And so there is, anyway, it's a really lovely movie, and I agree. It's like such a mature debut.
Mm-hmm.
So, my hidden gem you didn't see, but I told you about it. It's Dracula.
Dracula.
Written and directed by Radu Juda.
Dracula.
Dracula.
Dracula. Dracula vagyok.
Dracula. Count Dracula.
stories regarding the Dracula legend.
Violență, mult sânge, urmăriri cu mașini, plus sex.
He couldn't perform. I want my money back.
Oh, sorry. Iar bine, Sandule. Ce să fac, nu poate vârsta bully. Sângele tău.
Sorry, I don't speak this language.
You love this
movie
guy.
rules. I love this guy so much. I gave him my best picture last year.
You did. I was like, oh, I haven't seen that one. Okay.
Yeah, and this was just
you love that zany Romanian.
He's super zany. It's great. It's he's Romanian. He's doing a Dracula film. He's sort of reimagining Dracula in like a bunch of different ways, and several of them involve him just using generative AI in like really ridiculous ways.
When you described it to me, I thought he was just like asking ChatGPT, like, what should Dracula do? But you mean that like the AI, the imagery was generated by AI.
Some of
so
the
it
imagery
looks
is
crazy.
Some of the imagery is generated by AI, and some of the scenes might be generated
Like
by
they
AI.
this AI
like
wrote
written
it
by AI. Like
Okay.
it's unclear. That's less clear. He makes it seem like that is the case, but it's not obvious that
Yeah,
it really
he
is.
could- yeah.
But like then there is like AI generated imagery, which is it's like mind meltingly stupid, and it's great. It's
like
just
going to the wrong corners of YouTube.
yes, and but it's super funny. I'm gonna probably mention it at somewhere else as well. But this is my hidden gem of the year, and it's on Mubi. So a bunch of these recs, both Magic
episode
Farm.
is not sponsored by Mubi,
No,
but
we're
it
not sponsored by
should
Mubi.
be because we're calling out a lot of great
History of
Mubi
Sound
movies.
is also on Mubi.
That's
all
right.
these hidden gems are on Mubi, basically.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
So
And Magic Farm on Mubi.
yeah. So but anyway, Dracula, super fun. It is 3 hours long.
Yeah, that's where
completely
I did. That's why I didn't end up watching it. I'm
Oh my God,
sorry.
it's so good.
To this Romanian man.
All right, so I'm giving it to Dracula. You're giving it to Magic Farm.
Yep.
Last year I gave it to a little known movie called Here.
Shut up.
by
I remember
Robert
when you did
Zemeckis.
that. I remember being mad about it.
And your pick was a good one, The Sweet East.
Love Sweeties.
Yeah, another film
A
starring
Simon
Simon
Rex.
Rex. Yeah.
Is it like I will only pick movies for Hidden Gem that have Simon Rex in them from here on out? So Simon Rex better keep
settled.
working.
Okay. Next category is Best Music.
Best music. This one I did. I dumped a bunch of stuff in my document because I always feel really
Gotta have something to say.
underprepared.
Gotta have something good to
I
say.
just don't know anything about music, so I feel silly trying to
You know,
describe
like the
why
notes,
I
they go
think
up, they go down. There's
I
some
don't know if they're
rhythms.
going up or down. I can't tell you. And I don't listen to scores the way you do, like on back. So I find it hard
You
to
always
like
come with good picks, Laura.
assess.
It's all good.
All right, I'm
All right,
ready.
My first nominee is the easiest one, but I'm not giving it to it, which is One Battle After Another, score by Johnny Greenwood.
Our cat's favorite score.
You didn't even nominate this?
I didn't nominate it. It was too
Crazy
obvious.
person are you?
I'm sorry. I think except for one, everything I've nominated is not like wasn't an Academy Award nom. I'm trying to do some other stuff.
One
It's
Battle,
great.
so
I'm not saying obviously Johnny Greenwood does great work. Obviously.
I wish I could give it to this, but I can't.
Okay.
Give me your first nom.
Okay, this one I won't have a lot to say on, and we just talked about it. But Sorry Baby, Leah Oyang Rusli.
That's
Don't know
an
if I'm
interesting choice because I did go back and listen to that, and it didn't.
You don't like
blow
that
me
the
away.
little coral chirps are saying meow?
Oh no, I didn't check that.
Meow.
I didn't check that.
Meow, meow, meow. Come on, man. She
Oh,
put
man.
meows in the score.
That's a winner.
I can't find any confirmation that that's what's happening because nobody's written about the score on the internet, but I swear they're meowing.
Wow.
Love it. It's cute. It's like it's a warm. I read that people were like, when this movie gets a little heavy, the score comes in and just kind of like bubbles it back up again. It's like whimsical and warm, and it's piano and choral, but I think it's the meows that did it for me.
Okay.
Meow.
That's awesome. Wow. Great,
meow.
great pick then. I'll have to go back and listen to the for the meows. My second nomination is the History of Sound music supervisor Lucy Bright. So this is just a bunch of traditional American folk songs.
Come with me to the old churchyard. I so well know these paths neath the soft green sward. Friends slumber there that we once did regard. We will trace out their names in the old churchyard. Mourn not for them, for their trials are o'er. Why weep for those who will weep no more? For sweet is their sleep, though cold.
And it was great. I was like, am I like into American folk music
Oh,
now?
is that what you've got? It's your new era?
Yeah, I got to get
That's
into that.
so
I got to
40s.
start getting
You're
my
in your
flannel
40s.
shirt and get a huge beard
I
and a wax
support this.
mustache and just like sing about, I guess it's like they're filtered through like Irish folk songs. So they're
Okay.
like, I milked a cow. And, I don't know. Fucking
So like the kind of stuff I see in my preschool every day.
yes, that's basically right. Chim chim charoo. I love that. The music in that is just lovely. And it's just like people. There's just like long stretches of the movie, which is just people just singing.
That sounds
Cool.
nice.
It's just really cozy.
I would like to watch that movie someday because I liked both of those actors quite a lot. My next one is adjacent to that in terms of folk and older music and recording older music. It's Ludwig Göransson and a whole lot of blues collaborators for Sinners. He and Ludwig Göransson, he's a genius.
You know what? I'm putting an emergency nom in on this right now too.
Okay. Yeah. So
I forgot.
One of the things he was trying to think about
good.
was like they were trying to get in the headspace of like truly, what did this sound like in the 1930s?
Yeah.
There's no there's no recordings.
Yeah.
Film stuff is lost. Everything they said that like the remains of the music from the period are distorted in pitch with hissing and scratching over the records. They couldn't quite get, they were trying to like, they would like use old instruments. They were trying to get to like, what does that actually sound like? And it sound like, how are we going to make it sound like the newest thing that's ever happened too? Because it's about like so that we've got the electric guitars. Like it's somebody noted that at one point in the narration in the beginning of the movie, they talk about how music is like somebody was playing music so pure it could pierce the veil between life and death, past and future. Like that is a challenge to a composer.
Hell yeah.
And I think Ludwig steps up to it.
That's an amazing, and actually, I'm going to talk on some of this later. But yeah, I think that's a great pick. I can't believe I forgot. I think it's just a total
movie
oversight
in which,
of
like,
mine.
if the score and the songs do not work that movie does not work.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, no, that's a
So-
great pick. And I heard Ludwig is doing the same thing where he's checking old recordings of ancient music when he's for the Odyssey.
For the Odyssey, yeah.
Old record,
Yeah, he actually went back in time.
No. I mean, yeah.
He used-
tenanted it himself. No, I was thinking like they had inscribed the sounds into a rock, and he had found some of these old rocks and he was like scratching them and just like being like, I think I can hear it. This is what it sounded like back then, because that's what Christopher Nolan in the back was whipping him.
Yep. Yeah.
Great
so
pick.
Ludwig Göransson went to Greece and then just held a microphone to the ocean.
Yeah. He just sampled like swords like being sharpened. He's like, this would be my okay. So my third nom, well, I guess fourth nom, because I'm piggybacking on your Sinners one, is the weapon score.
Yes. I played this for our child in the car.
Yeah, what did you
and he was like, this is cool. And then he's like, no, turn it off. Because it's that scary. It's a good scary score.
Zach Kreger, Ryan Holiday, and Hayes Holiday. So you have this nom too?
I did not end up nominating it.
Okay, so yeah,
but I was listening to it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I should have put Sinners and Not Weapons in there, but I'm putting both in.
That's fine.
As noms.
Okay.
So Weapons, yeah.
Ready for my next
What's your
one?
next?
Young Fathers for 28 Years Later.
7, 6, 11, 5, 9 and 20 miles today, 4, 11, 17, 32 the day before. Move, moving up and down again. There's no discharge in the war.
Oh yeah, okay. What did they end up doing? Like, how
So-
much score did they do versus like
Score and song. So that's what's interesting is like, so they are a Scottish hip hop group. This is their very first score. They've never scored a movie before. And it is like some of the songs are like lyrical, like they're songs, maybe rather you can put them on more of a soundtrack vibe than on score, but it's kind of a mix. Like the score album has songs and then score, and the Boots Rudyard Kipling poem that there was a 1915 recording of it. That's what gets used in the trailer, which then Danny Boyle calls it reverse osmosis. They saw it so much. They liked it so much that they worked it into the film itself. And then Young Fathers did their own sort of like hip hop, like their own song version of it, where they're doing the chanting of Boots. It's hypnotic. It's scary. It's electronic and weird. It's really cool. It's a cool
so that's your
score.
fourth nom or third nom?
Yeah, I've done Sorry Baby, Sinners, and 28 Years Later.
Okay. Do you have a winner now?
Yes,
Or
I
is-
do.
Okay, my winner.
I have another.
Oh, you have another nom. Give me your nom.
Is that too many noms?
Mm-mm.
Daniel Lopatin or One O Tricks Point Never for Marty Supreme.
Yeah, so that's my winner.
That's your winner. Okay, talk on your winner, and then I'll tell you my winner.
Okay, so Marty Supreme. I always like this Daniel Lopatin guy's scores, especially the scores he's done for. I only guess I know only know
For
him the
Safdie.
Safdie stuff.
Yeah.
But, it's great. I think he incorporates all this synth stuff. This one in particular feels like a Tangerine Dream score.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like Risky Business, or
Yes.
and it just is. It's so out
There's
of
like
place.
electronic sounding like a xylophone or something to
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But it's like it's out of place. It feels like very 80s. It's out of place in the 50s set movie, but at the same time, it captures the energy and the vibes.
Mhm.
I just love it.
Which, of course, like this, and if we're talking music, like Marty Supreme also includes 80s new wave songs,
Yes, right.
Tears for Fears, New Order, and this score kind of bridges that
Yes, that's a good point.
really well. Yeah, and you know, that all the Safdie movies are so propulsive, and the score is so important to that.
So that's my winner. What's your winner?
Okay, so this one I'm giving it to soundtrack and score combination for highest to lowest.
H2L, baby.
Back out the trunk from the front to the back. Back out the trunk from the front to the back. Back out the trunk from the front to the back. Back out the trunk from the front to the back. Back out the trunk from the front to the back. Back out the trunk from the front to the back.
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky, sorry.
For the song Trunks, a song that I have not gotten out of my head since I've watched Highest
Really? You've
to
been listening to it?
To the front, to the front, to the this one, so the score pieces are by Howard Drawson. They're kind of out of like their piano. At times they're kind of like Irish jiggy sounding. They're sometimes kind of like a counterpoint or like a feeling out of place with the imagery and the dialogue of
Yep.
what's happening in the movie.
Yep.
It jars
That makes it a
you.
weird pick.
It's a weird pick, but I think it's like crunchier and off center. And there are times where you're like, did Spike Lee forget how to make a movie? And then we get to the chase scene and you're like, no, Spike Lee knows exactly what he's doing. And this movie, I feel like the strangeness of the score really works for this film. Like in the moment to moment, I was like, I'm not sure what's happening. And then when I finish it, I was like, I loved that movie. I love Spike Lee and everything he does. And this score, kind of the strange score, pulled it all together for me.
That's
the
funny.
score plus the rap music and plus like the song by Ayanna Lee, Highest to Lowest, which is what they end with when she's singing to them in their living room. That song, Highest to Lowest, which is beautiful. So, it's this like really eclectic mix of stuff that is so Spike Lee.
It's crazy. Sometimes Spike Lee makes a movie and people are like, yeah, this is amazing. Spike Lee's back. And then he makes a couple other movies and people just don't talk about them.
Yeah.
And they just disappear off the face of the earth. And Highest to Lowest is one of those, but not here at the Blobscars.
Nope. It had that feeling like, that moment in May, December when, they got the kind of like, we're not sure what this movie is yet. She opens up the refrigerator. She's like,
yeah, the needle to like.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know if we like, are we out of hot dogs or something like that? She's like low on hot dogs. And the music comes in and it feels like a soap opera kind of score. And I remember that's the moment that your mom was like, I'm out of this movie. I don't like it at all. And that was the movie where that was the moment I hooked in because I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't know why they're picking this score. I don't know why they're combining these things, but I'm immediately intrigued by how jarring this is.
Laura sat up in her seat.
I did. Anyway, Highest to Lowest.
And mine's Marty Supreme. Okay,
Marty
so
Supreme.
my pick last year was Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2. I don't have your pick written down.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Hold
what you
on.
did.
Let's
Did
see.
you also do Dune Part Deuce?
I chose Baby Girl. Cristobal Tapia de Veer.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Oh, that's a good pick. That's good. All right. You stand by Baby Girl?
Hey, by Baby Girl.
Okay. Baby Girl's one that I don't feel like I'll be rewatching anytime soon.
No, but the score is fun.
Okay. Next, we have Best Line / Speech. Now, this could be a single line or it could be a speech. And often the context might matter, so we'll kind of maybe situate it in the context. I guess I'll go first. My first is We Are Women. Do you know what that's from?
No, what is that from?
That's from Sorry Baby. So,
We Are Women.
We Are Women. So
What did
this
she
is when after she's reported the sexual assault
Oh,
from her advisor.
Yes,
And
the scene with the doctor.
no, it's the
Oh.
scene with the two university administrators who are both women.
Oh, yes.
Who are trying to like reassure her that they're taking this very seriously, but they can't do anything because he's left. Because
Yeah.
he basically resigned his
He
post.
absconded in the night.
Yeah. And they're like, we are women. And then she says,
We know what you're going through. We are women.
What?
We are women.
I didn't include this quote, but I think one of my favorite Sorry Baby ones too is like when she and her friend are, it's like a flashback to they're working, in their apartment. And we know that the friend is a lesbian, but at this point in time, I guess she's not. And she said, she was like, men, like I ain't even, at this point, I just pretend that I just imagine the men are women when we're having sex. And there's a pause and her friend goes, do you want to talk about that? And the scene moves on, and we know she's like later. She's like figured it out, and she's like, I think she even says this. She's like, "I'm even gayer than I thought."
It's a fun movie. It's got a lot of fun lines.
Here's a quick one.
Yep.
Tom fucking Cruise.
Yeah.
One battle after
There you
another.
go. There you go.
Can't resist a Tom Cruise reference.
Well, it's a good line.
Everything Sensei says is a good line.
I know. I didn't put any
Latino Harriet Tubman situation.
Yeah, I didn't put any lines.
No line from One Battle. There's a lot to
Battle.
pick from.
Yeah,
Hail Satan.
They all kind of canceled each
Hail
other out.
Saint Nick.
My second nomination is
Rom Nation.
Rom Nation is maybe if you spend a little less time with your hands down your pants and a little more time writing, maybe you'd write something. And then it says, my hands are down my pants because you put your dick everywhere except there, asshole. And this is Grace and Jackson yelling at each other in Die My Love. So I enjoyed that when they just screaming at each other, and their marriage is falling apart, sort of. Anyway, they're falling apart separately and together. And I love lines when people are just screaming at each other.
Yeah,
It's
you
great.
do love that. My Die My Love quote is when Grace goes to a party and has to act normal, and a woman's cornered her and asking her how she is, and the other woman says,
I have 2 kids, and 2 is a lot, if I'm being honest.
Seems like it.
Babies, though, babies are hard. I don't think anybody talks about that enough.
It's all anyone talks about.
It changes you.
this movie is like, I love this movie. I'll talk about it later, but women have all gone through it, and yet we've all gone through it alone a little bit. But it also, like, okay, this is going to sound sassy, but that moment felt like how I felt when I watched the monologue from Barbie, when people were like, oh my God, nobody talks about how hard it is to be a woman. Somebody said it out loud. And I'm like, it's literally all anyone talks about in my world, at least.
Not men, but yeah.
I went to an all girls school. Like, I was like, I feel like we talk about it a lot. I'm always on this podcast ranting about how hard it is to be a woman, and
the men
and my
around you
body
dutifully nod.
and my paramount menopause. Yeah, and you're nodding. Yeah, you
Eyes
get it.
Wide open,
Yep.
staring straight ahead.
You are an ally, and I can tell.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna nominate the line, I shot a dog.
I killed a dog. No. Well, I did, but then cut this. I don't want people to hate me. I don't want people to
It's a funny line.
come at my house with pitchforks
I'm not
for
gonna
me
cut that.
finding funny that
It's funny.
she just can't do it. I
Yeah.
love it. She just was
She
like, yeah,
doesn't
cool.
to
I'll-
make small talk with the
No.
woman at the cash register.
No, she's just like, fuck this.
Speaking of women characters who are having a tough time being women, my next line is, tell me what to do, which is what Linda, played by Rose Byrne and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, screams
Yeah.
repeatedly at Conan O'Brien, her therapist.
Who hates her. He hates her.
Well, also, like, by professional dictate, cannot tell her what to do.
Yeah.
And she said she should know that because she is a therapist.
I know.
And she's just screaming at him. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?
I would like you to get a good night's sleep.
So would I, but I'm asking you a thing, an actual thing, a problem to fix, that I need help with this. Am I supposed to just sit around and watch her fail and this is just gonna go on forever? What do I do?
Okay, that means there's no drinking, there's no drugs, there's no...
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? I'm asking you what I'm supposed to do.
And then she, like, from there goes to, like, sort of asking him out on a date.
I love you. Yeah. That's great.
Anyway,
My winner is from the same film.
Oh, okay. What's your winner?
Have you done all your nominations?
Yep.
Okay. And you haven't done your winner yet?
No.
Okay. Mine is from her Navy husband, when he shows up and fixes the hole in the roof and he says, you just got to know how to talk to these guys.
Yeah, I definitely have said that to you.
That one like stabbed me in the heart. It's really funny. It's a really funny reveal when Christian Slater shows up in his like Navy whites. It's a funny reveal, but it's also like so frustrating. And I feel like this has happened in our lives where I'm feeling totally overwhelmed. I've turned into a hurricane and you've come in calm and fixed it. And I'm just like, what did you do that I didn't do? Or like my kid is like, Ethan is like our child. Sorry. Our child is like, I've tried everything with him. And you just walk in and you're like, I just did this. You just got to know how to talk to him sometimes. And I'm like, okay, I've read all the parenting books. I've listened to all the podcasts. I've spent hours figuring out how to be the perfect parent. But like, sure, you know how to talk to these guys.
Yeah.
But it's so funny.
I know, it's great.
And
It just
painful.
captures the whole thing right there. The whole movie in like one line. It's a great pick. And I know that line cut you to your core.
It did. I felt it in my body.
In some ways, my winning speech
Okay.
sort of cut me to my core in a very different way. So this is the final speech from the history of sound. And at this point, so I should give some context to this movie. The protagonist, Lionel, who is played by Paul Mescal, he is this sort of kind of singing prodigy, and he goes to music school, and he meets a friend, David, and they end up later going on a little ethnomusicology journey together, where they record using this early recording technology various folk songs of people in I think Appalachia or something.
And do they fall in love?
And they fall in love, of course.
No.
But the part of the movie that really got me is the final speech, which is delivered by the older version of Lionel, played by Chris Cooper. And he is reading from the introduction to his memoir. He's reflecting on his life as he ended up becoming an ethnomusicologist, and he's reading from his memoir, and he says,
I was recently asked by one of my students what I liked about folk songs, the ballads especially. And I found myself saying that they were the most warm-blooded pieces of music. And I didn't quite know what I meant when I said it, but I think I do now. These are songs filled with the voices of thousands who've sung and changed them, and of the people in our communities, in our lives. These are not songs of divinity, angels, spirits. They're songs of people. Songs my father sung, songs my grandfather knew. They're songs from experiences, stories with sadness so great that they were turned to song, as if melody could make hardship lighter. Orchestral music sharpens the mind, sometimes the soul. And choral music makes you feel a depth of thought and spirituality. The ballads in this book are messy, human experiences, events we might like to avoid, heartbreak, death, jealousy, and put a lump in your throat just by the melody. Emotion in song, nothing fancy, and that's why I love them.
It's beautiful. Well, my guest this hour has been ethnomusicologist, professor, writer, performer, Dr. Lionel Wood. His new book, Roots and Branches of American Ballads.
It's being narrated Atmosphere by Joy Division plays, and because it's just great. It's just this wonderful like connecting of, and this is something that I will talk on later, actually, in the context of Sinners, but this lineage of music of the music we have today, and how it is an homage to the music of yesterday, which is itself a kind of remixing of the music of the prior days, and it connects us, connects us to the past in this interesting way, and it connects all of our stories and our both good and bad. And I just thought it was just lovely, like, portrayal of that, in the plot of the movie, but also through the songs. So yeah, that was my pick for best speech. Okay, and yours was?
Mine was, you just gotta know how to talk to these guys.
That's right. Okay, we're moving on now to best scene.
Okay, I have 9 possibilities.
Holy smokes.
I'm not going to bring us all through these. So I'm just going to kind of see what you pick and then kind of just like
pepper in,
exactly.
All right, my first nomination is My Name's Jimmy. 28 years later. This is the final scene of 28 years later, when the Jimmies show up and start like ninja kicking zombies.
Wonderful shot. It's real poetry. Though, I think there's a few too many coming now. Even for a fine young warrior like yourself. Would you mind if we stepped in? It would be our pleasure.
All right.
Hold. Hold. Fucking go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's just a crazy way to end the movie. So I just thought, yeah, I got to put that in there. I love that.
Okay.
Such a swerve.
Love that. One of my nominations is the second murder scene in No Other Choice. I think it's the second. This is the scene in which our protagonist.
Oh, yes. This is a great scene.
Our protagonist, Mansu, he has given himself the task. He has no other choice but to murder
He has no other choice.
every other unemployed top paper executive.
No,
Not
middle
even.
manager.
Middle manager, so that he can then get the job that is, that he will make for himself by killing the guy who currently owns the job. But he's got to hire. He's got to get rid of all the.
And this is the murder when he shows up at the house with the gun under several layers of
padding,
oven mitts,
which I thought was for silencing, but that he takes them all off. So I don't know. This guy is his adversary, the older gentleman who's he sees him as his paper rival, sitting there drunk in his like listening lounge or whatever, and he's like, there's this like Mansu's gotten to this slippage where he's like identifying with these other men because he has been following them everywhere, and he's getting kind of like confused about what they know and what he knows about them and what other people know about him, and like he's yelling at him and he's like, you should listen to your wife, as he's about to murder him. And then meanwhile the wife is sneaking up behind him with Pulp Man of the Year award about to knock him over, and then they get in a really crazy tussle.
Yeah,
and
but did you also mention that the husband thinks this guy is
his wife's
lover, and so he's interpreting like the wife and this guy coming after him and stuff.
Yes.
So they're all like misinterpreting each other's motives in this hilarious.
It's so
way.
zany. It's so fun. I really enjoyed No Other Choice, but definitely wanted to give that scene.
That's a great choice. My second nomination is the Harriet Tubman thing from One Battle After Another.
The whole sequence. I know. I was like, does that even count as a scene? I thought about that too.
I know.
But like,
I couldn't figure out where
does the scene end and begin? But like,
it's when he gets the call.
Bob's
and
on the phone.
Yeah,
that scene is hilarious. But then like his escape. Thank you, Sensei. And then his escape over the roofs. It's so beautiful.
Falls.
And then he falls.
And then he has to like get escaped again by Sensei.
The backlit guys jumping roof to roof. It looks like the scene in Mary Poppins when the chimney sweeps are dancing on the roof backlit. It's like so beautiful. And then it just gets the wind knocked out from under it or the legs knocked out from under it when he just falls.
So good.
I mean, which then is followed up with another amazing sequence when he is in jail and then at the hospital.
Yeah, I was counting that whole thing.
That whole sequence. That wole sequence is incredible.
It's really fun.
Yeah. Yes, totally agree.
All right.
I have a feeling this might come up for you too. The dance across time in Sinners. I don't know how else to describe that.
Yes, that's my winner.
Okay,
that's
your
my winner. I called it the I Lied to You musical break.
Okay.
Yeah, Dance Across Time. Yeah, because the song is I Lied to You.
There are legends of people born with the gift of making music so true it can pierce the veil between life and death, conjuring spirits from the past and the future.
Somebody take me in your arms tonight. Somebody take me.
And as soon as they said that, and like a dude on the
A Jimi Hendrix shows up.
yeah, like a guy, like a space. He's wearing like a space outfit, and he's got like a flying V guitar, and he's like, I was just like, whoa, I'm suddenly locked in this movie, like which I wasn't totally locked into.
Yep.
And then I was like, holy crap, this rules. This is like, I think it's like almost an hour into the movie, and it just like turns the temperature up, and then the vampires are drawn to them because of this. It's great. Oh, what a scene. That's why it's my
What a
winner.
scene.
Yeah.
Another one of my nominations is you're gonna love this story, Marty Supreme, the Holocaust honey scene.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
Was this a nomination for you as well?
No, I didn't have that one on. But that's.
I think like both that moment that we were talking about with Kevin O'Leary, when it's so funny, the back and forth at this tape. At this point, Marty has called over Milton Rockwell to say, I'm going to buy you. Well, he's bought the dinner for him, and Milton Rockwell comes over to be like, who the hell are you? And why are you buying me dinner? And Marty's like showing off, and he's getting his friend. He's like, no, tell him that story. It's really good. It's a good story. Like it's a party trick. It's not like the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to this man, that he survived the Holocaust, covered himself in honey, and fed his starving friends off of his body.
Yeah.
It's an insane scene. It's like, it totally like stops the forward momentum of the movie for a second, just to like dip into this moment. And it's like weird in the context of that film. But I loved it.
It's a great scene. It's a great scene. Yeah, I probably should have nommed it, but instead I nommed
What'd you do?
Delivering the ransom money, highest to lowest.
Yes, I have that too.
Yeah, I figured you mentioned it earlier, so I thought
Yes.
I thought maybe we'd both have it.
Okay. Here's a silly one. The Lil Boo thing, Meet Cutes and Companion.
You like those, yeah. Those are fun. Yeah, we've been singing that song and listening to it.
Doing the dance when you have
the
you're stepping on my tail. You gotta be in like a dinosaur outfit. Is that it? You gotta do the Lil Boo thing dance.
Lil Boo thing.
I liked Companion. I think that's the only.
Fun.
No, it'll come up one more time.
Okay.
But I liked Companion.
My other nomination was, again, one you didn't see, but I'm just going to mention this. I've already told you off mic about this, but this is the Dracula as XP farmer middle manager in Dracula, where he plays some like XP farm manager guy. So he's got all these people in front of him, like playing, I don't know, if on some game, they're trying to like create characters to sell. And then he's just walking around the room berating them and ridiculing them, usually with racist and just generally offensive insults. And then he forces them to work overtime for half pay, so they stage a workers' revolt. They kick him out of the office. But then in the parking lot, he draws a flaming pentagram on the ground and reincarnates the police who shot on the 1933 Gravita railway strike to return and kill them.
How do you know those are the police that shot? Like,
because he says that explicitly. Okay. He was like, these are the police who, and they were like, no, these brought them back. And then there's a generative AI sequence where there's like people being shot and like vampires flying through the window. It's so funny and ridiculous. And anyway, but that's my other nomination. I didn't obviously give it a win because I gave it that as hidden gem.
Okay.
To Dracula. Okay, but what was your
okay, my win.
What was your win?
So I'll tell you what I almost gave my win to, but then I thought it might be a little too obvious, which would be Bjorn's transformation and Phoenician scheme.
Bjorn the best.
Bjorn when he's like, my real personality is actually quite different. Turns around and like has just like a different mustache.
Yeah. No, he's the same mustache.
He's the same mustache.
His hair is a little fluffier.
But what I decided to give it to was worst first date / best exposition dump for Shrouds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the scene that kind of explains what this world is. Vincent Cassel is a widow, and he has dealt with his
wife's death.
He's dealt with his wife's death, with the pain and grief of that, by becoming a tech grave mogul.
Yeah, but he like expresses it as like, you know how I
Well,
was
hold on.
watching her being buried, and I want to just get.
I
in
wanted
the
to
grave.
get in there with her. So, okay, he has gotten set up with another woman via his dentist. His dentist thinks that their teeth are compatible. He chooses to bring her to lunch at the restaurant that is at his tech graveyard.
Called Grave Tech.
Yeah. And I think the restaurant is called Shrouds.
Okay.
And she's like, what's up with this restaurant? And he's like, oh, like I own it. And you can just see like, and she's like, okay, so like you're a restaurateur, you're like an entrepreneur, like what's your deal? They're trying to get to know each other. It's a first date. And he's like, yeah, I own this restaurant. I also own this graveyard. And she's like, okay. And he's like, also my wife is buried here. She's like, okay. And he's like, and also I wanted to get into her grave. And she's like, okay. And then he's like, so you know what I did? Totally normal. You know how like you want to watch your wife decompose? And she's like, what? Like he goes on to explain that everybody in this graveyard has the shroud is like a 3D camera, like a bunch of different lenses all over them. And it allows the bereaved to watch their loved ones decompose in real time via a touch screen on their grave.
Or their app.
Or their app. They can do it from their own
cell
home.
phone. Yeah.
And he's like, the deeper he's getting into this, then he just gets really excited to show her his technology.
We should say
And
The
she
Shroud's
just, like,
written and
wants-
directed by David Cronenberg.
Directed by David Cronenberg, obviously. Like, who else would it be directed by?
Yeah.
But I just like love how this scene is both telling you what you need to know for the rest of the film, in a way that, you know, is it's a lot of exposition at once, but it's like it's a really funny way to do it in a first date context. And this woman like is wanting to get out so bad. She's more and more horrified by everything he's telling her. And she's like looking around, like she's looking if she can like run away.
Yeah,
Like
it
she's like,
feels
how do
like
I?
Cronenberg was writing from personal experience, going on a first date, and he was just like, "Oh, this will be great."
And then later they cut, and he was like, "Yeah, that was a little awkward. It's been a while since I've really been in the dating scene." And everybody's like, "You know that you look like Vincent Cassel, and you could fuck, right?"
Fun movie, man. Fun movie. Weird ass movie. And then just kind of
Weird
ends. Well, it
ass
goes off onto
movie.
like there's so many other like weird twists and turns. Like there's
It's a weird one. I don't like. It's
it
not
becomes like a neo-noir and then
Yeah. I kind of dug it in places. I don't know how I finished, like how I felt it all at the end, but love that scene.
So last year we had this category and we
Mhm.
both picked the apartment dance haunt
Hell yeah.
from Smile 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fun scene. Okay, guys, we're in the home stretch. We've got Antagonist and Protagonist coming up next. Obviously, the Best Protagonist Award is named after the protagonist from Tenet.
I'm the protagonist of this operation.
The Best Antagonist Award is what we're starting with. And I'm sorry, guys, but my first nomination is Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw from One Battle After Another.
I am a Christmas adventurer. You know what that is? I have a higher calling. It is a higher honor than having you.
I think his character is super funny. And I'm not just gonna die on this hill. We've already had it out on this.
Disagree,
And,
but you know you're in
he
the
wants he wants to be a Christmas adventure. That's the funniest thing.
He is a
ever.
Christmas adventure. He's got.
It's just a completely absurd character. I love Sean Penn in it, and that's it. We don't need to relitigate Stephen J. Lockjaw. He's my first nomination. I'm not giving him the win.
Okay. You know what's funny, Justin? All of my antagonist nominations are men, and all my protagonist nominations are women.
It makes sense.
I am going to nominate Benedict Cumberbatch for Uncle Nubar Corda.
Nublar, yes.
And
or Nubar, yes.
Nubar, Uncle Nubar. You know, he's in that movie for like 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
He's so like the visual gag though of him wearing the exact same pinstripe suit as Jaja.
Yeah.
But like,
and
their
also their
hairlines-
eyes are the same.
Their eyes, but their facial hair is reversed and their hairlines are different.
Yes.
Like Jaja has like a lot of hair on top and no beard, and then this guy's got like, and then Benedict Uncle Nubar has like a huge beard, and then like
no hair.
His hair is
Oh
like
my
really
God.
and huge eyebrows, like caterpillar eyebrows.
And they've been setting up. This is
Uncle
a payoff that
the
they've been
payoff
setting up that like she may or may not be
Uncle Nubar's
Benicio,
daughter.
No, Benicio's daughter.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
she might be his rival's daughter.
Yes. When we finally get to see him, I was cackling.
That's a good choice. I looked too quickly. I did have Milton Rockwell as a nom.
Okay.
Marty Supreme. So that's the Kevin O'Leary character.
Great.
And he's great. You've already spoken on him. I don't think there's more to say. He's listened to our Marty Supreme episode. He's fun. Who you got?
Will Sennett for Trip and Don't Trip.
Hey, there we go. Giving us some love to Don't Trip. Yeah.
I think he's amazing in that movie. I mean, that movie doesn't work if Trip is not kind of hypnotic, and he is.
But I thought, what if we did our own program, right? Think about it. 2 dogs out in the woods, roasting s'mores, smoking dogs, smoking darts, sucking dicks, and packing lips, right?
Wait, you want to go camping right now?
Yes, bro. I have a great spot picked out.
Oh, no. I can't, man. I gotta hang out with my girlfriend tonight.
Why would you make plans with your girlfriend if me and you had plans?
I mean, we had plans for like 2 hours this morning, but I didn't know we were gonna go on an overnight camping trip. My girlfriend.
Oh my God, we get it, dude. You have a girlfriend. Fuck, man. Do you want a trophy? Huh? Is this a sex thing, man? Like, do you want me to watch you fuck her? Do you want her to fuck me? Do you want me to fuck you? Why are you doing this? Why do you keep bringing her up?
I don't keep bringing her up.
And shout out to Alex Kugelman, guest on this podcast.
For our episode on Body Heat.
Yeah, so people should check out Don't Trip. It's streaming on Tubi. So we got Mubi and we got
Mubi
Tubi.
and Tubi. Somebody's got to sponsor us. Come on, man.
I know, one of the two, right?
All right.
My next pick is from a movie you have not seen.
Okay.
But you should see.
Okay.
Because it's an epic and it's a masterpiece. Quaritch, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
I thought you were going to do Train Dreams again.
No, man. Stephen Lang.
Is the train the antagonist of Train Dreams?
Yes.
Because of
it is
industrialization.
Quaritch, man. He's the most interesting character in the franchise. And it's
That's
so
what people say.
I would not have expected that at the end of Avatar 1.
I mean,
like,
he's
fun.
He's really fun
He's
in
fun,
Avatar 1.
but,
But
like,
you wouldn't be like
Avatar 2,
Avatar 3, he's going to
really
be the heart
interesting.
and soul.
Avatar 3, he's getting even more interesting. This
Oh,
character
man.
is super cool. I don't know. I just if people haven't seen Avatar Fire and Ash and you hear, oh, it's just like broad strokes, blah, 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 and people are, speaking like fortune cookie wisdom and stuff. There is a little bit of that.
But also just shut up and watch it?
It's like there's a lot going on. And
Okay.
it's visually fun. And the character of Quaritch and what Cameron's doing in terms of creating all these divided loyalties. You have all this stuff of like family versus like your your team or your race, and you have even like this character of Quaritch is a effectively reincarnation of the original character who died, and he's been reincarnated in the body of the people he's trying to kill, so like it just makes it for like the idea of like black and white villainry has just gone out the window at this point by Fire and Ash, and it's become very murky, the morality of everything, and I just think Quaritch is great, and I hope that Cameron can finish the series because I want to know what happened. I don't care that much what happens to Jake Sully. And that's what's interesting is Jake Sully becomes less of a character as it goes on. But you care about what happens to Quaritch. You're like, man, he's got some big choices to make.
That's cool.
So it's very cool.
Okay.
But that's not my winner. So
Okay.
You got another nom or you got to win?
I got another nom. Jack Quaid as Josh and Companion.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. He's a good villain.
Men are trash. Yeah, he's great. I
Yeah.
think he's really fun, and he's like jammy in that movie. Like he just really is like enjoying being a total asshole. And I think Sophie Thatcher is really fun in Companion as well. I liked Companion. It's like imagining a world in which you could. It's like pretty normal and chill to have a
companion,
an AI companion, like a physical robot though, AI companion that you can bone and love and it's like it's twisty and fun, and it goes really in strange directions. But Jack Quaid as Josh is kind of awful from the beginning, truly.
Yeah.
And he's great at it.
Look, hey. My friends don't hate you.
Cat does.
Yeah, maybe, but Cat hates everybody.
I just don't want to screw everything up.
Come on, Beep Boop, you're not gonna screw everything up. Just relax. You know? Don't be all mopey and weird. Just remember to smile and act happy. Okay?
I only had 4 total, so my winner is Eggball from It Was Just an Accident. He's the villain. He's played by Abraham Azizi.
Oh, that's such a good one.
And it's interesting because you see him in the beginning of the film, and then he's gone the entire runtime of the film except for the final.
Well, he's not gone. He's always there. He's just
there,
in a
but
box.
he's effectively absent.
He's just
because
pooped himself in his box.
He's been knocked unconscious, basically. But it was really for the final scene with him where he's tied to the tree, and I just think it's so much is being put on his shoulders in terms of having to carry the emotional swings of what's happening and how to, is this guy the bad guy we think he is? And if so, what do we do about that? And it's all on his face. And because it's like this 15-minute shot that doesn't cut, and it just stays locked on him. He's illuminated by a car light, and I don't know. It's I think it's remarkable acting, and he's my winner for best antagonist because he kind of just haunts that whole movie.
Yeah,
even though he's not.
These people are they are still trying to put together the pieces of their life from what he's done or hasn't done. We don't know. Yeah.
Until the end, you do know at the end, but the whole movie, it's kind of you're kept wondering. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a beautiful and serious pick, and mine is not so serious. I am giving it to Andrew Garfield as Hank in After the Hunt.
Okay, we got the sag paneer.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and we got the Tandoor chicken.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got the garlic.
Garlic. No. Give me that garlic. No.
Yeah.
God damn. Thank you.
And the basmati rice.
Whew.
And then a plate, just in case.
Yeah, just in case I need to. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And you guys got cutlery? You okay?
We're all good.
All right, great. Okay.
Appreciate you, Billy. Thank you.
So are you going to tell me why this is not true? Or did you just ask me here to check to see if I was bearing a pitchfork?
Caught Maggie cheating a few months ago. Didn't think much of it, really. She, I talked to her. She said she was under enormous pressure. I told her, I gave her a pass, and she, but I wasn't convinced. Not totally. And then, her dissertation.
What about it?
Is he a villain though?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think I don't know that I
mean, he's an antagonist.
He's an antagonist, absolutely. I did not like the film After the Hunt. I think but Andrew Garfield made such a meal out of being Hank. Like this guy who is so embodied and confident. He's always draping himself on things, touching things. The scene in which he just eats Indian food with his hands and it's so visceral. It's oh, you could just the way he leans into people. He feels.
You're I knew a few guys like this when I was at Yale.
God, I sure did. But he feels like a charismatic predator. And you can see how people get drawn in, and you can also see how he just takes whatever he wants. And but he's not mustache twirling
exactly.
evil.
He might also be in a way being railroaded.
He might,
Yeah.
but he's also definitely
But he's kind of a
crossed
shitty
the
guy.
line
Yeah.
with many women.
Yes.
Like that is not like whether or not this particular
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
instance is the thing, but I have no doubt in my mind that he has crossed the line many times before, and he will continue to do that because he just feels like he's like that kind of person.
Yeah.
But there's just something about the way he moves in that movie and like his like confidence and like when he touches people and gets in people's space and how much space he takes up. Like when he's sitting, his knee is up here, you know, like it's just like in your face. Also, though, when he has this little hissy fit and then just like knocks down all the things off the bulletin board, that made me laugh really hard. And I think about it all the time.
Because that's kind of how you are when you have a hissy fit.
Yes.
Yeah.
We actually have bulletin boards around the house just for me to knock things down if I need to let it out.
That's actually could have been a pick for a movie that might grow on me. I don't know.
Really?
Maybe. I don't know. I really didn't like it, so it can only go up.
We don't have a best costumes award, but I would give it to that movie for just how good Julia Roberts looks. Julia Roberts in like sexy philosopher chic.
Yeah.
A++++. I wanted everything in her. I wanted everything in
trying
her.
to remodel my whole wardrobe.
You're gonna get some white pants, it sounds like.
And like some what is it, wide shoulder pantsuits, whatever.
Okay,
she's got some wide shoulders, I think.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong about that.
I
But
don't
she's got some really cute trousers. Anyway, she looks great. We love Julia Roberts. I don't know if we love After the Hunt, but we love Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield in the role of Hank.
Okay, so you're giving it
I'm
best
giving it to
antagonist to Hank. I'm giving best antagonist to Eggball. You're giving best protagonist to Julia Roberts. No, I can't do that. Can't do that. Who's your nomination? First nomination for best protagonist.
I am nominating Chase Infinity for Willa on One Battle After Another.
Okay.
I think that movie is filled with really big characters. The men in this movie are all phenomenal older actors who are going pretty big. Sensei and Bob and I forgot even the name. What is the name of Sean Penn's character?
Colonel Stephen J.
Lockjaw. That's right. They're big, muscular performances, but I think that Willa's naturalism in that movie holds the whole thing together. I think she's really good. I think like she's like this lovely combination of kind of like naive and wide-eyed, but also sassy. And I don't think that this movie works very well unless there's like a real nice
That's a good
like
point.
anchor.
She has to anchor a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean,
even
Leonardo
though she's
DiCaprio
not-
has said that when people were like, why didn't, when they tried to do like a gotcha, like Chase Infinity didn't get the nomination. What do you think about that? And he's just like that. She's the heart of this movie. It doesn't really work without her. And I want to nominate her for best
That's a great
protagonist.
nomination. Well, I'll go with my first of the noms. Then I'm going to do Bob. From
Bob.
One Battle After
Bob's
Another.
so wonderful.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He's the best stoner dad energy. And my favorite line of his is, "So what are you, my babysitter?" Yeah, I know how to drink and drive, honey. I know what I'm doing. So good. And yeah, and their relationship.
Yeah.
It's kind of a joint nom, maybe. 'cause
Yes.
their relationship is so
Yes, we will, but we'll nominate them together.
good. Okay, who's your next nom?
Because just like the two pieces of the communicator thing.
The like song
coming
communicator.
together. Coming together. That's what really is the heart of the movie, is the two of them coming together.
Yep.
I've also nominated Eva Victor as Agnes in Sorry Baby.
I also nominated her.
We've talked about
Yeah.
that enough, I think.
She's
but
great. She's great. I'm super excited to see what she does next.
Me too. I have a feeling that sense of humor is just her sense of humor,
just-
but
you feel it, yeah.
She's so funny
Yeah.
and natural in that movie. Yep, absolutely. What's your next nomination?
Yu Man-soo. The character is played by Lee Byung-hung in No Other Choice. He's the main guy.
The main guy. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Mansu. Yep.
Yeah. Mansu, we've already talked about it. He's great. He's I
no
love
other
the
choice.
one thing that we didn't mention about this is the extent to which Park Chan-wook is like highlighting this character's fragile masculinity.
Yes.
And that's an important part of what motivates him to go on this murderous rampage.
Yes.
Is not so much that they're going to be out of money, although they are going to be out of money, but he feels
He has to
like-
provide.
Yeah, like this is on him as a man. And
Yes.
he somehow lost some aspect of his masculinity. And this gets highlighted over and over, like when whoever, some other guy that they sort of know, acquaintance, is considering buying their house. He's like, this asshole.
There's one of the early scenes after he loses his job. He's in like some sort of like group therapy for men who have lost their jobs, and this woman is like, "You are still a man.
Yeah.
Your family will support you. You will get a job in 3 months." And they're doing this thing where they're like tapping their heads.
Yeah, tapping.
And so the rest of the movie, you just see men in waiting rooms in suits looking nervous, tapping their heads, talking to themselves. Like they're always in the background.
So good.
Tapping their heads.
It's so fun.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, he's great. I like that character a lot. So that's my second nom, or third nom, I guess, because I've got Bob, Agnes, Yu-Man Sue. Who's your next nom?
Jennifer Lawrence is Grace in Die My Love.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
I'm just so grateful to you. Taking care of everything and painting the house, taking care of the baby. Sweet. Having me fucking committed. You're just the best.
Okay, Grace.
But I mean it.
Please.
Thank you.
Please don't do this.
Don't do what? I shot a dog. It was in pain. We came to be and we ran amok. May we live long and die out.
Yes. May we live long and die out.
She killed a dog.
She kills a dog. She runs through a plate glass window.
She walks into the forest naked.
She walks into
burning
the forest. Like, who amongst us has not considered walking into the forest naked?
Yep. Well, it's on fire. All right, yeah, that's
she barks
great.
at a dog. Love her.
Good choice. My next one. All right, this one's going to throw you for a loop.
Okay.
My win will not surprise you.
Okay.
But my next nom is going to surprise you.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, the character is named James Mooney. Do you know who this is?
James Mooney. This feels familiar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it is the character in The Mastermind.
Okay.
It's played by Josh O'Connor.
Yes.
So this is a movie that I kind of forgot, and I went back and just kind of scrubbed through to remind myself.
Yeah, I
what
got
happened.
sleepy, and I would like to revisit.
I
when
might
I'm
have
not
also
sleepy.
got sleepy, but
Yeah.
this movie kind of rocks.
I like
And
Kelly Reichardt.
It really, I was scrubbing through it, and I was like, oh yeah, that part is so funny. Anyway, this character, so basically he's an unemployed dad of two who decides to mastermind an art heist from his local museum.
Lots of unemployed dads doing crazy things.
Maybe those are all my. Hold on, wait a second. I got Bob, I got James Mooney, I got Yu-Man Sue. Holy smokes! These are
you
my
have a lot of
favorite.
male protagonists. The
favorite-
unemployed
Yeah.
dad is your main protagonist.
Exactly. And you know, you might wonder, like, oh, is he going to get away with it? Is it, you know, how's this going to go? No, he's not going to get away with it. I mean, he's almost immediately caught, basically. But then he goes on the lam, and then it's actually kind of cool. The movie just kind of like fades away. A lot like a lot of Kelly Reichardt movies.
Yeah.
They just kind of fade. Like it's like the characters just sort of like, it's like the camera just sort of pulls back and the character's just standing there and they just sort of fade in the distance.
Yeah.
And it kind of, I never know quite what to make of it, but I think it's great. And anyway, the character is such a like, aw shucks, like who, me? Like the whole movie. And he's just kind of playing this sort of like keeping everyone off balance by being so kind of disarming.
Mm-hmm.
I think you better put on some shoes and come downtown with us.
Sure. Let me just call my dad first. You know my dad, Judge Mooney?
Judge Mooney? He's your father?
Yeah, he's a real stickler for procedure and stuff. He's gonna want to know about a search warrant and maybe this Gibson kid has an old grudge with my dad or something. You know, that's happened before.
Yeah, that must be it.
I'm sorry I can't help.
I like that. I want to rewatch it again when I'm less sleepy because I think about showing up all the time. So I think there'll probably be some space for me to really dig into Mastermind when I'm a little bit more awake.
All right, you got a winner?
Tessa Thompson as Hedda.
Okay,
in
so
Hedda.
this is Hedda, a movie that did almost nothing for me.
I loved Hedda. I love ladies making trouble. I do.
Yeah.
Don't know, Roland, on a whim. I just said I wanted the house.
Just like that.
Just like that.
And?
The next thing I knew, I was married to him. And my whimsicality had its consequences.
As it often does, Heather, for us all.
And she has like a really mannered performance. Like it feels like a high school play a little bit. Like she's got sort of a British accent, but it's more like a transatlantic kind of half British accent like a high schooler would do. And she has these sort of like really like mannered gestures and poses that she kind of does. But I think it really works for this movie. I was like, my eyes are always on her whenever she's on screen. I am like captivated by her, and she's just making some lesbian triangle trouble, and I love it. I love that she just like can't help herself, like just like Grace in Die My Love. She just has to mess things up. She's gotta blow it up. She's gotta set it on fire and walk into the distance.
Yeah,
and
into the water.
And she loves guns.
Right. Yeah. She just walks into the water at the end, right? It's like if I had legs, similarly, she just kind of walks into the ocean.
Yep. Yeah.
I guess that's what you do. You walk into the burning forest or the ocean.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're a weapons kid, you put out both your arms like an airplane and run.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm talking about all these ladies.
Yeah.
You got three ladies who are like kind of getting
that are just
through
like,
it.
fuck it.
Yeah. They're just like, I'm going to leave.
Yep. That maybe says something about my state of mind right now,
So you
but
picked a
those
lot
are
of-
all my ladies.
You picked a lot of lady characters.
I
I picked a lot of guy characters.
You picked a lot of guys.
Because I'm a boy.
Do you have any women antagonists, or were all your antagonists
no,
boys?
But
You picked boys.
my number one protagonist, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, playing Mark Kerr
Oh, you're gonna give it to
in
him.
The Smashing Machine.
That's nice.
What is it that you think you're going to bring to this?
Well, I think that I feel really good about my cardiovascular level. I feel great about my power, which I've improved on. But you know what? It's like the difference between a flashlight and a laser beam.
Wow. That's awesome. What do you mean by that?
I have to make sure that I'm 100% concentrated on what I have to do. Because if not, then my emotions will be running around everywhere like a flashlight.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It applies to you and everybody else in this room.
Sure.
If we don't control our emotions, our fears and our anxieties will get the best of us. And you know what happens? We get slapped around by our emotions, and we can't have that.
That's right.
Right?
Hey, Kerr, get your ass up. They're all waiting, buddy.
Hey, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
time.
thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much. I appreciate you.
Ready?
My man.
Good to see you. Hey, only difference? The
Yes.
shape of the ring, all right? It's a cage.
It's a cage. I know.
So I liked The Smashing Machine, and I was thinking a lot about it, and I think the Mark Kerr character is it's just a great character. He's this huge, monstrous, kind of terrifying looking guy, and he spends the whole, he's super soft spoken throughout the movie, and he's struggling to articulate this deep well of emotion that he has inside of him that nobody wants to hear. Because they
Aw.
just want him to be a smashing machine.
Yeah.
And he loves smashing, but he also kind of wants to be a poet in a way, and he just sucks.
And he's
He's
got a
got no
sensitive
outlet.
tummy.
And he's got a sensitive tummy. So anyway, that was my pick. I wanted to give something to Smashing Machine because
That's
it's a movie that kind of,
nice.
got no very little love.
Very little love.
Um,
Yeah.
Last year, my picks were Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard
Mhm.
Truths, which was also one of yours,
Yep.
and then Juliette Garapi for Red Rooms, and your other one was Zendaya for Challengers.
Hell yeah. Stand by that.
All right, guys, we're in the final stretch. It's time now for Best Story.
Best story.
So this is the other aspect of best writing. You got the best line, best speech, and now you got best story. This is where it kind of all comes together. My first nomination. I'm sorry, I don't want to be boring, but it is One Battle After Another, written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. That's my first nomination. What
You
is
are boring?
what is your first nom for best story,
Marty Supreme.
Marty?
Yeah, I think, in typical Safdie fashion, it goes and, you're going to be in a situation where you're in a motel and a bathtub falls through to another floor and there's a stinky dog and here you are.
Yep.
It's a
Only
wild
could
ride.
be imagined on the page.
Yeah,
And
it's a
then-
wild ride, but I also really like the character of Marty.
Yes.
So
Good
That's my
pick.
first one.
My second nom is It Was Just an Accident, written and directed by Jafar Panahi.
That is my win.
Okay. All right. So I gave it to Eggball. You gave it to, it was the movie itself. For writing.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I mean, when you described it to me, a man comes across the person that he thinks tortured him many years ago, but he's like not totally sure that it's him and he doesn't know what to do. I was like, that's the most Iranian thing I've ever heard. I mean, what a setup. And then he gathers together all this ragtag group of people
who've all been tortured.
Who've all been tortured. And there's a lady in a wedding dress. And I mean, it's like, it's funny, but it's also really disturbing and sad and poignant. Yeah, I think it's a remarkable setup and it's beautifully done.
Well, good movie. And I nommed it. Give me, here, I'll give my next one, which is This Thing On?
Oh,
written by Mark Chappell, Will Arnett, and Bradley Cooper.
That's nice.
And I think part of the reason I liked it is I felt like it's doing something, this kind of adult drama that I think a lot of directors want to do, but I find it just really hard to pull off. The line between being sort of treacly or saccharine and like Jay Kelly, and then sort of the line there or being like overly serious. And this movie kind of like threads that needle where it's
really earnest film.
It's earnest and
its heart is on its sleeve. And then if it ever feels like it's veering too much into self-importance, then Bradley Cooper will show up with goofy hair, holding a dog, just to be like, this movie's not taking itself too seriously.
It's not self-important, but it's having a good time. And basically the setup is like, this couple is on the rocks. They're in a separation. But then one of them, Will Arnett, starts doing amateur stand-up comedy. His soon-to-be ex-wife, by happenstance, sees it, ends up, even though he's talking really openly about their relationship, ends up sort of being attracted to him because of it.
I love that delivery. She's like, it's hot. It's kind of hot.
They
hot.
Get back together, but then they decide ultimately not to publicly get back together. So they're like, secretly back together for like, anyway, it's just, but they're still divorcing. It's just, it's a fun setup for the shenanigans of a movie. I mean, I don't think it's a perfect movie in it, but anyway, and parts of it are like kind of absurd, but I had a good time.
Yeah, that's a nice nomination.
If I tell you something, you promise you won't tell anybody?
What's her name?
Are you gonna hold that up?
I've been doing stand-up.
Oh, I don't know who that is. That's a crazy handle. What, is she famous?
No. Dude, I've been doing stand-up comedy on stage downtown.
Okay.
What?
Is it like a hobby?
Well, I'm not about to quit my job and go on tour.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I really love it, man. It's great. It's actually pretty amazing, and it's terrifying, but I love every aspect of it, and it's something I look forward to it. Fuck. What?
I know it.
Knew what?
Just like, you've always been the funniest guy in the room forever, right? Ever since college, and now that you're actually fucking pursuing it.
I'm not pursuing.
You're gonna kill it. It's inevitable. And it kills me that I hate it so much, because I have always gotten comfort in knowing that you settled, that you're a settler. And I'm the guy who, even though, is going for it. That's my thing.
Jesus, balls.
I know. It's been a lot for me to carry around.
Just so nothing gets misconstrued, I don't have a girlfriend.
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
I don't.
Look, it doesn't matter. You don't have to justify yourself. You're famous now, anyway.
What are you talking about, man?
I also nominated No Other Choice.
Yes.
It's funny. I'm looking at these, and quite a few of mine are foreign films. Not sure why that is, but some of the like really fun plots and twists and things I think have come out of the foreign films this year. Yep. So No Other Choice, super fun ride.
Super fun, great ride. People should check it out. My final nom before my win.
Okay, I've got two others. How many did I nominate? Jeez Louise.
Okay.
I nominated, I'll just tell you, Well, you go ahead, and then I'll
No,
do
give
two
me
more.
yours.
The two other ones beside. Oh, I said my other winner was. Sorry, my winner is just. It was just an accident.
Oh, okay. So
That's why
give
I've
me
got
another
two other
nom. Give me
nominations.
another nom.
Excuse me. Sirat
For best story.
for best
Yeah,
story.
yeah. I see it. Yeah.
Mhm.
It takes some twists and turns. It's
Yes.
fun.
And I think like there's a lot of quiet spaces in that movie too, where it's both like very loud and very quiet.
Yeah,
in
and
places.
like nothing is happening, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're sort of going through some sort of emotional purging or something.
Yes. Yeah. So I think it's sort of like a remarkable tone. It ended up in a place I wasn't expecting it to. It's like a really interesting meditation on grief and community and chosen families. And also there's a lot of techno and other stuff.
Techno.
Other stuff that I don't want to spoil for anybody.
This one might surprise you.
Yeah.
Final nom is Wake Up Dead Man.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's nice.
thought
I
it
was
was-
trying to find a place for it, and I didn't end up
Story
putting
for
it
me
anywhere.
because I think
Yeah.
just it
That I
there's
think that is
so-
what is strongest about that series.
Yeah, there's so much in just the layers of all the twists and turns of the mystery and his sort of deafness and he knows the genre so well, and it's clearly
Mhm.
coming from a place of love and respect for the genre that he wants to do something within it, but still surprise and keep the audience guessing. And I really did enjoy it, and
I did
think-
too. I liked it better than Glass Onion.
Yes.
I think.
I think I like it. I think I like it best of the three now that I have
Maybe
had some
I think
time.
so too. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm so happy for that this series continues on, and it seems like he and Benoit have a good
Beignet.
Beignet.
That's Benoit. Beignet Blanc.
He and Craig have a good sort of collaborative relationship on
Yes.
this, and seem like they're having so much fun together. And yeah, more please. I liked it a lot.
What was your other nom?
Sinners.
Yeah, Sinners. Okay, good. We talked on Sinners. Yeah. Good choice. All right, so my winner is Mastermind.
Mastermind for best story.
For best story, yeah.
Okay.
And in part because when I was going back and rewatching parts of it, I realized that I couldn't tell, and this is why I want to rewatch it, but I couldn't tell if this movie is just a sort of semi-serious but kind of farcical take on like its subject matter, or if it was saying something really deep. I just couldn't tell. And basically part of this is a lot of this has to do with how it ends, which I won't spoil for people who haven't seen it. But I just think it has a really sort of funny tone, which is like a dialed down Wes Anderson movie. And it's distinctively a Kelly Reichardt film too. And it's anyway, so I think people should check it out. It's my winner for best story of the year.
Okay.
And then last year I picked Jonathan Abrams for Juror number 2, and you picked Pascal Plante for Red Rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, folks, before my voice runs out completely, we're gonna do Best Picture now. And
I think we're gonna kind of run through this one because I think we've talked about all
I
these
think
films.
all of these films. Yep.
Yep.
And there's no Best Director category, so we
Hold on.
kind of.
You already gave it to One Battle for Lockjaw, right? Or
Nope.
did you? No, have you not given it to One Battle yet?
You've already guessed it. Yes. My best picture
Okay.
is One Battle After
One
Another.
Battle After
Lockjaw was
Another.
nommed.
Okay.
I have a lot of noms for One Battle.
You do.
Let me just say this. So, and then I want to hear yours. But since you called out my winner,
You can call out mine. You know what mine is.
I don't. Hold on one
Yes,
sec.
you do.
Let me just say this, and then I'll think about what yours is based on what you said. It's a boring pick, I know, but
You have to go with your heart. You
I think
loved
the thing
it.
is that
You were,
we
like,
don't get
buzzing
movies,
when you got home.
We don't get movies like this that much. Movies that are sort of simultaneously crowd pleasing, but also distinctive, productions of an auteur who
yeah.
has a vision and a style and is working at the highest level, of his craft. And I think it just deserves to be celebrated because it's extremely hard to do. And I'm so glad this movie exists. It makes me so happy. It's so funny. It's so exciting. And I'm really excited for it to win Best Picture, which I think it's going to win. And I'm happy for it. I'm happy that the movie, it's a little bit like with Parasite, where you're like, man, yeah, that movie should win Best Picture. Like, it was a great movie. And I don't always think that, but I'm excited for One Battle, and I hope it wins a lot of awards because I do think it was a great movie. So anyway, that's my pick. My other nominations were Marty Supreme, Sinners, History of Sound, and It Was Just an Accident.
Wow. Okay.
I can't guess yours. For some reason,
yes,
I'm like,
you can. My other nominations were It Was Just an Accident, Sinners, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another. Best Picture goes to Die My Love.
I thought you already gave.
I didn't. I nominated it. I did not give it to Die My Love.
Okay.
Not yet.
That's what I was confused. I was like, I thought you were really into that one. Man,
I mean,
feel
I've
like
nominated it for like everything.
You are
but
I think you're on an island on this one.
I am on an island. Everybody's like, yeah, like I wanted to like that Lynn Ramsey movie. I love Lynn Ramsey. I don't like that movie. I can't stop thinking about Die My Love. It's
because you want to shoot dogs, right?
Justin! No! But the dog was suffering, okay? And
I
Jackson
think
was doing nothing about
what it is you want to walk into a flaming forest.
Her body language when she clenches, she gets a wide stance, kind of jiggles her legs, clenches and unclenches her hands right before she just runs through a plate glass window. I was like, yeah, girl, I get you.
This is born of the fires of motherhood.
Yeah, well, fine. It's about postpartum. I know that like also Lynn Ramsey is really like pushed back about it being just like a postpartum movie. I think like the character of Grace, I think, we've all kind of encountered Graces in our life where like they maybe are struggling with a little mental illness, but separately from that, I just think they're a little bit too different for this world. Like, and all the things that Jackson found sexy and alluring and exciting about her before they settled down in Montana in this little house are the things now that he wishes would go away in her. And she just can't. Like, she just can't fit in. She doesn't want to. She can't pretend. It kills her to try to like conform and be like a normal housewife and a normal mom in a normal town. And she's just like too strange for this world. And eventually she just says enough and walks into the woods.
And you feel this way sometimes?
I don't know. I don't have as much fire and spirit as Grace. I wish I had as much fire and spirit as Grace. Like sometimes, I mean, you don't want that because you're a Jackson and you're trying to hold me back. But like, I loved this movie. I can't quite express why, except for that it totally resonated with me. And I found like some of the cinematography beautiful. I loved her moments.
It's a really like well composed movie. When you go back and like look at it sort of shot to shot, you're like, she just knows how to put the camera in a room.
And the strange night scenes where they do day for night and like really the digitalness of it and like her interactions with her father-in-law are so, and her interactions with SpaceX. I just think there's like so many lovely passages. The biggest complaint that I've heard about the movie, which I take, is just that the character of Jackson is underwritten and not that compelling, or that Rob Pattinson doesn't totally work in it. But the movie's not about him, so I'm not worried about it. I think, this is Grace's movie, and I think Jennifer Lawrence is incredible in it. And I like the strange tone. And I sometimes want to run through a plate glass window.
Mm-hmm. All right. Congratulations to Die My Love, One Battle After Another. My last year Best Picture was, as I mentioned earlier, Do Not Expect Too Much from the End of the World, the Radu Jude. And my director was Jane Schoenbrunn for I Saw the TV Glow. Your Best Picture last year was I Saw the TV Glow.
Mm-hmm.
And your director last year was Ramel Ross for Nickel Boys.
Mm.
So let's just go through and list our winners from the top. Best supporting character for me was Bjorn Lund, Michael Cera in The Phoenician Scheme.
Mine was Perfidia, One Battle After Another.
The movie most likely to grow on me was Eddington, same for you.
Yes.
My hidden gem was Dracula, written and directed by Radu Jude.
Mine was Magic Farm.
Best music for me was Mighty Supreme, score by Daniel Lopatin. Lopatin? I don't know how to say his name.
Mine was Highest to Lowest, which the score part was by Howard Drawson, and contributions by S.A.P. Baraki for the hit song Trunks.
Your song of the year.
Song of the year. To the back, to the front.
Best line/speech for me was this final speech from The History of Sound, directed by Oliver Hermanus.
Mine was the line from If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. You just got to know how to talk to these guys.
Mm-hmm. Best scene of the year was the I Lied to You musical break across space and time. Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler.
And mine was Worst First Date of All Time / Best Exposition Dump. Shrouds, directed by David Cronenberg.
Best antagonist for me was Eggball, played by Ibrahim Azizi from It Was Just an Accident.
Mine was Hank, and After the Hunt, played by Andrew Garfield.
He's a hunk too.
He is a hunk.
For me, best protagonist went to Mark Kerr, played by Dwayne Johnson in The Smashing Machine.
Mine was Hedda, played by Tessa Thompson in Hedda.
And best story for me was The Mastermind, written and directed by Kelly Reichardt.
Mine was Just an Accident, written and directed by Jafar Panahi.
And then One Battle After Another and Die My Love.
Die My Love, available on Mubi.
I may have available on Mubi. So many of these
send us money.
are
Mubi.
on Mubi. Well, that concludes the Blobscars of this year. And I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you found these picks to be interesting. I'm sure none of you agree with any of them or saw many of them, but it's okay. That's part of what makes this fun. And I hope if some of these movies maybe people hadn't seen yet, they check them out. I think of many of these in the case of the hidden gems. Both of the ones we recommend, at least they're Magic Farm, Dracula, Radu Judah, they're all on Mubi. A bunch of these are on Mubi. The Mastermind's on Mubi. History of Sound is on Mubi. So maybe just get a subscription to Mubi and check it out. And none of those movies got nominated for anything at the Oscars. So they're getting none of the ones I just mentioned are getting any.
No,
play at the Oscars,
we did try, I think, besides obviously we love One Battle, but we tried to maybe get outside of the Academy's nomination.
I was happy to go along. I mean, I have trained some, noms from Train Dreams
And
in
Sinners.
there, and
Sinners has gotten a
for
lot of
sure,
nominations.
and One Battle, and but I had, we're sticking to our heart, and the heart is just not with Hamnet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me neither. We did see Hamnet. It didn't come up at all, did it?
No.
No.
I want to just close with one question to you, which I'll also answer, which is, what movie from 2025 that you didn't see would you have most wanted to see prior to this discussion? Because there was a bunch that we didn't see.
There were so many.
For example, we didn't see the final Mission Impossible one.
I do want to see that, but I don't think it would have gotten anything.
Testament
except for
of
maybe
Anne
best
Leib
scene.
is a possibility.
I think it's a tie between. I really wanted to see Anne Lee and I wanted to see Roofman. I've heard really good things about Roofman.
There's also Chronology of Water we haven't seen.
Oh, of course. You love Poots. We got to see Poots.
The
Poots is our Venn diagram because I love Kristen Stewart and you love Poots.
Sure. The Jim Jarmusch one, father, mother, sister, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to see that and didn't get a chance to see it. Blue Moon we didn't see. Afternoons of Solitude we didn't see. Housemaid, no. We didn't see. Lurker, no. Where to Land, no. Anniversary, didn't see that.
We're doing our best, people.
Caught Stealing, didn't see. Red Sonja, didn't see. There was some. Happy Gilmore
we
too.
got day jobs, okay? We didn't see everything. But to answer your question, I think Roofman and Testament of Anne Lee were the things that I was hoping we would get to. We both got the flu before this. We're constantly ill. We have a kid.
Predator, Badlands.
If we hadn't both gotten the flu, I think we would have gotten those two. I would have pushed for them.
Yeah. So with apologies to that, that's why they didn't come up. We didn't see them. They might have topped the list.
They might have been wonderful and they might have gotten all of our nominations. Did you want to know a best line that I didn't end up seeing because you did that beautiful speech from History of Sound? And I was like, mine is stupid now.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my quote. Here's my line.
Do we still not know how the alligator got into the room?
No, we don't. We don't know.
It's a good line. It's a good line.
From You're Cordially Invited.
That was a fun movie. How come we didn't give it no noms?
I was going to give it a nomination for best line, but then you gave that really beautiful. You delivered the final speech from
I see.
Straight Sound, and I was like, I can't do my alligator thing. I sound like a dingus.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us on the web at cowspod.com and on Blue Sky, Twitter, all the usual, Instagram, all the usual spots. Please leave a review or at least put the rating on 5 stars.
At least you're like, what are you threatening?
Come on.
them?
It doesn't take any time.
Okay.
Do what Gabrus does. Go to the Apple Store, go search Cows in the Field on all the iPods, and just click 5-star rating on all of them. Just do it at 100 Apple stores. If each one of you does that at 100 Apple stores.
Wait, Gabrus does this?
Yeah, Gabrus does this. When he's in the Apple Store, he just like finds High and Mighty and gives it a rating. Anyway, do that. And then come back in 2 weeks. We'll be talking to Dave Baker, philosopher at University of Michigan, about The Gray, for which we have procured the 4K disc. We're ready
Thank
to
God.
Go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go.
I'm not going
to watch. We got some good stuff coming
I'm only
up.
going to watch that in 4K or 32K if it's available.
If it isn't 32K, we're definitely. That's the level you want for when you're in Sphere. You want 32K so fully enveloping, and you want that to be upscaled by AI.
Nope.